Hey guys, what's going on? Average Joe, back with another video. Uh, Still working on the Camaro here. So we got, we got the front bumper off. Got pretty much everything disconnected from the motor right now. I think the only thing left is the clutch line. So we'll get that taken care of here in a minute. So we got the bumper here. Some of the exhaust. I got a header back in there somewhere. So let's see, let's go over what we've got so far. Just a second. So we've got the radiator pulled. The wiring harness is completely disconnected. Got the harness there. So the starter's disconnected down there. Starter's disconnected. Everything on the back side of the motor's unhooked. Everything over here is unhooked. And we pulled the two front brake lines off the distribution block here. So we got the left front, and then the right front is on the back side there. So those are both disconnected. And we've got the sway bar unbolted down there. So that's ready to come off with the rest of the K-member. Got the shocks unbolted, upper shock mounts unbolted, and that takes care of, that's the shock and control arm. So if we look up in here, so the control arm is on a plate that the shock goes through. So when you unbolt, that, they come together. So what we're gonna end up doing is drop the motor and transmission down. I've got the transmission cross member unbolted as well, and the torque tube, or the torque arm, is unbolted also. So that's all free to just drop down. I got the shift handle taken out. So yeah, I just got to finish unbolting the 6 bolts for the K-member, and then everything should just drop. And then I'll be able to pick up the car a little bit and roll the whole front end out underneath the car. So that'll get me the motor and trans all together. I was gonna try and pull the motor and trans up. I know it can be done, I've seen it done, but since I'm doing it by myself, this seems to be the easiest way to do it. I'll just have to bleed the brakes and all that when I'm done. Oh shoot, I just remembered I need to disconnect the steering linkage from the rack and pinion, so still need to do that. And then the clutch cable, see it down there, it's got the blue fitting down there, so that's the clutch line that needs to come off still as well. And then that header needs to come out. It doesn't want to come out, but I think once I take the steering linkage off, it might free up some space for that to come out. I can get that pulled out before I do all the rest of this stuff. So yeah, let's get to it. All right, so as you can see, maybe it might be too bright, we've got the motor drop down. And let me show you this clutch cable real quick. This guy had a quick connect clutch cable on it. I don't know what style it is yet, but man, is it nice. Like, it pushes in kind of like a fuel fitting would, you know, like you get the fuel rail push tool thing, push it in and it pops out. You don't lose any fluid. I'm guessing probably minimal bleeding when you go to put it back together, but man, was that nice. That's so cool. Gonna have to get some more of those fittings, but let's see if we can get down here and check it out. So we've got this fitting here, so that's what it looks like when it comes out, and then that's the housing that it goes in, and as you can see, nice and dry in there, so no fluid came out. So what it does is that fitting just goes right into there, and then that comes out, and when you want to get it to come out, you just push this thing all the way up, and it releases the fingers in there. It's pretty nice. I can dig it. Gotta get more of those things. All right, so here it is. We've got the motor from the from the car. Sorry, I haven't separated the transmission yet, but motor's off the K member, and see what kind of goodies we got. So this came with the UMI tubular front K member, and it looks like it's the road course K member. It's got the double tube K member, and then it's got the tubular control arms, lower and upper, some old ass mounts, control arm mounts. See if I can maybe find some replacements for that, because might as well, right? And then we got Coney struts and lowering springs, upgraded front sway bar, new end links. Pretty sure these are the Corvette brakes, but running, maybe they're Corvette spindles too. I don't know. Got the Hurst short throw shifter there, and again we got this nice little quick connect for the brake, or for the clutch bleeder, and an extended bleeder. That should make bleeding a lot easier. Pretty much brand new tires. Let's see, were there any other goodies under here in the engine bay? I don't think so. I think that was pretty much it. Yeah, there's that quick connector. Let's see. So we got aluminum drive shaft, but I think that's factory. Coney rear shocks and lowering springs, but I think that's about it. Stock torque arm, and no chassis connectors, and then 3-inch MagnaFlow exhaust. So yeah, we'll might be adding some goodies while the motor's getting rebuilt, but we're gonna see how much that's gonna cost first. So got some cleanup to do here. Had a little fluid, or a lot of fluid, come out of the transmission while we were moving it. Pro tip: keep a 5-gallon bucket of kitty litter on you at all times. Comes in real handy for this kind of stuff. So it's a quick cleanup for that. We'll let it sit and soak up some of that oil, and then just kind of scoop that up later and put it down and get some fresh kitty litter to put down later. And I got brake fluid all over. Yeah, so I got a few spots to clean up before we're done here, but we'll get the underside of this thing all washed up and looking pretty. Get it all cleaned out and everything, and then yeah. So in the next video, we're gonna get the motor on a stand and start tearing it down, try to figure out what happened. Because here's a look at the pistons here. So you can see pretty chewed up. This one's not bad. It's got a little spot right there. That one's not bad. That one's got a little spot right there. Cylinder 8. Oh yeah, cylinder 8's real bad. So it actually chewed up the edge of the piston there. Looks like it's cracked. Yeah, you see that crack down there? Right there where my finger was. Crack. And a little bit of scoring on the cylinder wall there. And it's nice and chewed up there. That one's not too bad. That one's not too bad. And then that one's not too bad. So looks like it's just mostly 7 and 8, but I'm still not sure what happened to it. So start tearing it down. Look into it.